Guys and dolls, good morning. It's Friday and the weekend is here. And beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful. Hope you're all good. Just going to go for a wee walk into the woods with the dog. Got some videos to bring you, so I do. Got a few videos to bring you today, so I do. Come on, girl. And yeah, just what's out there, what's in my head. That's all it is, guys. I don't need to search. This is the thing. There's so much content. There's so much out there for people to bring to platforms to show people where they're coming from and explain themselves in a way to people that matter, like politicians. And you know, like, I'm dead weary of politicians, guys, as you know, because of the way politicians have behaved in the last 100 years. And you know, there's a big problem with the EU and the deep state having so much money and being able to buy so many people off. And I always say to you, like, we will follow the money. We will see whose bank accounts go up. We'll see whose portfolios go up in property and stuff like that. You know, it's not going to be hard to work out exactly who's responsible for all this one day. But there's already signs already there now, you know, because, you know, the DUP came out, two of them have come out, and they're banging the drum. They're banging our drum, so they are, as you know, as I brought with the Ulster men are going to save you sort of video. And you know, I am skeptical. You know, they can see the posts. Their social media teams will be saying to them, we're reading all the comments. It's not good. You know, the people are up in arms. People are angry. People are angry in Ireland. People are angry in England. You know, we're just going to go the same way here. They're just going to be as angry with us if we don't get fucking wise up. This will be what the young ones' social medias. That's it. You know, obviously some of them are going to have far left social media guys and girls around them out of universities, because we know what the universities, we can see the protests, the demos, and we, you know, we understand the universities are being also used to bring in, I would say, illegal immigration, because they're pretending to come for student visas and they're able to bring a companion, and then they're like not even doing the courses. You know what I mean? So there's evidence of that. Come on, girl. And you know, it's like, it's there for everybody to see. I don't need to tell you. You just need to go online and look at the comments of any post that anybody puts down from the far left, or anybody that supports this nonsense that's going on in our countries. But with that said, I've got a prime example to bring to you, and I just want to say thank you to Wee Bit Bunkers. Both these videos were sent to me by Wee Bit Bunkers in our community, and I know quite a lot of you have seen them, and maybe somebody sent it as well. I'm sorry, you know, it isn't favouritism because she jumps on Hingy first. She's just a really dedicated patriot, you know. And like I say, I can't cover everything, guys, but I will. If you send me stuff, I will put it into a video and I'll give you credit for it, 110%. It's activism. It's being aware. People that don't have the confidence to do this, so I'm here to do it for you, and this is what it's all about. You know, I am you, you are me. There is absolutely no difference. And so, with that said, again, so we have the DUP coming out and saying some hard-hitting facts. Hard-hitting facts. That's all they are. Facts that everybody else is talking and thinking all around Great Britain and Ireland. And then we have the SDLP. Okay, so let's listen to what the SDLP have got to say about all this.
Afraid a lot about the state of unionist politics, when the best that they can offer working class communities, and indeed all people in Northern Ireland who are supposed to be sold on the positive benefits, we are told, of the UK, that the best that they can offer is this kind of miserable, divisive, populist, right-wing nonsense. I want to live in an island that is cognizant of its own past, a past where human beings, through economic necessity and conflict, were forced to flee and leave and find opportunity and safety elsewhere, who are not just tolerant of, but are deeply connected to the fate of people who come to our shores. That's the island I want to live on.
What do you do with that? What do you do with that? You know, I could sit and read the comments, because some of them are quite funny, you know. That was up on X, and obviously, being me, I read all the comments. I want to get the feel of the people, what they think, you know. And yeah, they're not happy. They're not happy, you know. It's all very well coming from the Malone Road or some affluent leafy suburb talking that kind of rhetoric, but you know, when it's on your doorstep and you have shitloads of evidence of how negative and damaging this kind of rhetoric is to our communities, then you start to understand. Like, because it's so obvious. It's like, you know, guys, we've got the evidence, right? We've got the receipts. It's like we've got 15, 20, 30 years of evidence, and we've got stats, we've got graphs, we've got everything. It's horrific, really horrific. We're all agreed on that. There's not a sane man in this world can't agree with us that there is a problem with illegal, irregular migration of fighting age men coming into the country and running about doing acid attacks, machetes attacks, SAs, and all sorts of horrific things. So much evidence, you know what I mean? So, yeah, when's he going to stop taking the money that's obviously he's getting paid for to say this? Because, you know, he's not stupid. You know, we aren't stupid, you know what I mean? But let's just, shall we get a 15-year-old to maybe explain it to him a wee bit better, rather than Freedom Dad, you know? Shall we just go to our kids? Let's ask our kids. Let's see what our kids have got to say about it. Let's hear what an Irish girl has to say about these fighting age men coming in there where she lives.
Hi everyone, my name's Kaden and I'm 15 years old. I'm a bit late because I have to travel to a different county to training now because there's no buildings free in town for our boxing club. I'm here to give my perspective on the IPAS centres and the unvetted moving into my town, my home. I've lived in Blaney my whole life and always praised my town for the spirit and community. As a young person, especially a young girl, I feel more unsafe now than ever. I go to school in Monaghan, which means I get the bus every day, but after a few scary encounters, I can't even walk alone to the bus anymore. Every morning, either my mum just after a night shift or my dad dragging my brother out of bed, one of them has to walk me to the bus. As I walk through what is now known among the young ones as the dodgiest part of Blaney, most of you will know what part I mean, this is so embarrassing as a 15-year-old. I crave freedom. Going for a run with my mum meters behind me in the car because it's not safe is unacceptable. It's only going to get worse if there are more IPAS centres in Blaney. I've had a knot in my stomach since the Glencairn has been closed, thinking, is this going to be an IPAS centre? I'm not against the ones who flee, but who's looking out for me? Thank you.
So she craves freedom. And this is the common thread, you know, this isn't misinformation, this isn't lies. We have a huge problem of threats against our women and children all over Ireland, and just like we've seen in England. And like I keep on saying, we don't want it in Northern Ireland. We don't want our children and our women being hurt in Northern Ireland by men that you're bringing into this country that have no respect at all for them, and also because of your two-tier justice system that seems to give them bail and put them back into hotels and lets them off willy-nilly. It's a recipe for disaster. And you know, this is the thing, we're putting you on notice. We don't want our children or our women being harmed in Northern Ireland. You are on notice for that. You have been told what you need to do. You have been told what the people want. you know. And just because the people in the leafy suburbs aren't mentioning it or aren't going on about it, it's because you are silencing them. You're not telling them. You're filling them full of... So yeah, we're going to follow the money. We're going to find out who's making the money, whose bank accounts have went up, whose property portfolios have went up. You know, I'm quite sure they're giving you gold and all sorts, you know what I mean? So we don't know, you know. But at the end of the day, any man that isn't speaking up about this in Northern Ireland politics is being paid by the British state to keep quiet so they can keep doing what they're doing and destroying Northern Ireland like they've destroyed the Midlands, and how they're trying to destroy Ireland right now. And, you know, you don't need to take my word for that, guys. You just need to look at Ireland. You just need to Google Ireland. You just need to TikTok it, exit, whatever, into the search bar. Ireland protests, Ireland immigration, Ireland essays. It's there. It's non-stop. You would be there from morning to night. You would be there from morning to night, listening to witness statements, listening to the speakers, listening to women. It's horrific. Horrific. It breaks your heart to hear women and children having to come out onto the street and speak to people to tell them what they're experiencing, because the government won't tell yous. The government won't tell yous, guys, and it's down to us to warn our own people. This is what it's all about. It's not about being hateful. It's not. If the government did their job, if the media did their job, if you media did your job, fucking report the truth. Tell people what's going on. Tell people what's coming. Tell people that not just to let their kids out like they normally used to at the parks, because there's men floating about and they are young men full of testosterone, right? Our women do not want to go with them. You know, that's the problem. Another recipe for disaster. You know, everything can be understood and explained, you know. They shouldn't be here. This isn't the culture for them. This is a Christian country. We do not cover our women up. We have dogs. We celebrate Christmas in our schools. We celebrate Easter in our schools. And we are proud Christians, both Protestants and Catholics. And we do not want our women or children harmed. That's it. I'm going to bring a video later on, guys. And like, what am I doing today? I'm taking it easy today. Protest tonight, 7 o'clock. So I'm going to chill out because people I want to speak to, and I want to be fresh as a daisy, you know, and because people have questions and I need to be able to answer them, you know. And 7 o'clock is getting late for me. You know what I mean? I'm not getting any younger. So yeah, I'm going to take it easy today, guys. And thanks for the live last night. Thanks for the crack. And thanks for the support and the love and you know what I mean, the comments and all that. I'm just overwhelmed, so I am, with the kindness and, you know, the how people can look over and past my past and take me for who I am, and understand not everybody that goes to prison, not everybody that's been involved in the conflict in Northern Ireland are bad people. We were just brought up in a really bad place. Some of us haven't survived it mentally or physically, and some of us have. And, you know, we'll never forget those we've left behind. I'm Freedom Dad. God bless.